my name is Holly McGaffey, and today I will be discussing how Aristotle's ancient methods of persuasion, specifically pathos, are used in our everyday life. I think we can all think back to a time when we wanted to save all the little puppies in the sad animal shelter video in an Instagram reel, or when we all believed that Pepsi was the best drink because all the band members in One Direction said so in a Super Bowl commercial in 2012. These moments are an example about how we as human beings both see and utilize Aristotle's ancient methods of persuasion through the use of ethos, pathos, and logos in our everyday lives. Whether we realize it or not, these rhetorical devices are an approach to persuasion that are used both purposefully through thought-out wording and even subconsciously, often in everyday conversation, in order to portray a message to our audiences of all sizes. Today, I will define the rhetorical device pathos in regards to its use in persuasion, followed separately by how I utilize this approach in persuasion to my experience being a younger employee amongst my older coworkers in my field of work. Though ethos, pathos, and logos are often seen being used together, many rhetoricians consider pathos to be the strongest of the three appeals. According to the peer-reviewed academic journal written September 2025 by Devers and Roberts titled The Visual Journalism Credibility Scale from the Journalism and Mass Communication Quarterly, the use of pathos is considered the use of the speaker's emotions, or an appeal to the audience's emotions. In a way, it allows for the speaker to connect to the audience through an emotional investment between the two in order to come to a shared perspective on the purpose of the message being conveyed. This appeal to the audience's emotions is an aspect of Aristotle's methods of persuasion that I find myself using in my everyday life, specifically within my field of work. As someone who finds themselves being the youngest employee while working as an assistant for a wedding florist, I often utilize pathos to present myself in a confident and more mature manner. Dressed in a high-neck black top with a sleek black pair of slacks and platform Doc Martens to add a few inches, I present myself in such a way to alter the perceptions of those around me, to view me as older and even more professional. When speaking to people, such as the wedding planner, I hold strong eye contact and speak with confidence in my tone of voice that reassures the people that I am speaking to. By presenting myself in a professional and mature manner, it often prompts the people I am working with to gravitate towards me in any form of situation. This aspect of pathos in particular, through my ability to be approachable, followed by my confident response to any questions thrown at me, has forged my path as a 19-year-old assistant to a wedding florist. By impacting the people's feeling of trust around me, has allowed me to be the person that they can rely on, both at work and while setting up. Even someone as young as I am, compared to the older coworkers around me on wedding day. Through my choice of words and the way I present myself, I have found myself being the one the wedding planner, or even any of the event staff, come to when they need anything, due to my facility to appeal to their feelings of need in those moments. The one who often gets introduced first in the beginning of the day, to being the one they are drawn to first throughout the day, all because I'm able to understand that the ways in which I present myself and speak to those around me at work is simply my ability to utilize one of Aristotle's methods of persuasion, pathos, as an assistant to a wedding florist. As I started this speech, I talked about how Aristotle's ancient methods of persuasion through ethos, pathos, and logos are often aspects of people's everyday conversations. For me, pathos was a rhetorical device that I utilized the most, both in my everyday conversations and especially at work. And it is often these aspects of people's communication and conversations that they fail to realize that Aristotle's ancient methods of persuasion is something that even they themselves use in their everyday lives.